Hi, this is Dan from Porta Jump Starters. Today we want to talk to you about these two boosters. These are the 12-24 volt handheld portable units. This one here on the right is called the Truckstar 2. It's a 12-24 volt booster with AGM batteries. So this unit is equipped with two 25 amp RedTech batteries, as you can see here. These are fitted inside this particular booster. On my left, we have the Super Capacitor 12-24 volt booster, and this is fitted with capacitors. So these are the ultra capacitors. So there's two of these packs inside this particular booster. Now, we want to talk to you about the difference between the two. So you might be wondering, what is the difference? What's the difference between an AGM booster and a capacitor? So the Truckstar 2, for example, has AGM batteries. So AGM batteries store power inside, so the energy is stored inside the battery pack. Now, when you actually jump start a vehicle, the energy is released, but you have all the other energy stored inside the battery. So you can actually do multiple jump starts with the same battery charge. With the capacitor, here on my left, the super capacitors work a bit differently. They don't store energy. So when the capacitors are full and you actually use it to jumpstart the vehicle, what happens is that they will just give this huge burst of power and they will discharge. So you might get one, maximum two jump starts with a charged capacitor. So these are really the main difference between the two. So you have here AGM batteries, the batteries store the energy, whereas the capacitors will release, it's a quick burst of power. The Truckstar 2 has a power output of 6,200 pCAMs versus the 18,000 pCAMs of a supercapacitor. Now, the difference in pCAMs is only because the different technologies. So the capacitors can give out more power. So in the case of a traditional AGM booster, AGM boosters also can be used as a power source. So you can actually use this booster here to power your camping fridge or other things that you want to use it basically as a power bank. Whereas the capacitor, you won't be able to use this as a power source. Truckstar 2 weighs 23 kilograms. So it is quite heavy because of the batteries, the lead acid AGM batteries. So it brings the weight up to 23 kilograms. The capacitors are much lighter because the actual capacitor, the capacitor pack does not weigh much at all. They are very light, so in this case, this particular booster is 13 kilograms. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference in weight. The other advantage, you could say, of the capacitors is the fact that they are maintenance-free. So the capacitor does not require any kind of maintenance, so these capacitors do not need replacing, whereas with the AGM booster, the batteries will need replacing in time. Your batteries can last, depending on how well you look after it, your batteries can last anything from 2 to 7 years. So you need to keep that in mind. Batteries need replacing, capacitors don't. Now, mind you, 6,200 is powerful. It's powerful. This booster here will start all big equipment, big trucks, without a problem. Don't be fooled by just this massive difference in pCAMs. But 6,200 is very powerful, but this at the same time is 3 times the power with 18,000 pCAMs. So this is a bit of an overview of the differences between these two boosters. So it really comes up to what your needs are in making the decision. There is a price difference between the two units. Capacitors are generally more expensive than your traditional AGM booster pack. But you'll find all this information on our website. Feel free to give us a call at Porta Power, and we're happy to discuss with you what your needs are. So from Dan and the team here at Porta Power, we'll see you on the next video.